Hello everyone, my name is Nathan Sherritt, and today I will be doing my Tech Tip Tuesday. So, for my Tech Tip Tuesday, I decided to do layering and false shapes. What do I mean by this? Well, a key essential skill to every graphic designer is to know how to layer. Without layering, uh, sometimes when you're trying to select a group area, then all of a sudden you're grabbing everything else with it, you're like, oh, I don't need this. But there is a nice nifty little thing that's already come up with layering. So right now I have this nifty blue, orange, and blue little square here, and excuse me. So so there's the key important part here of the layers. Now kind of important tool, like I said before. If you should ever go into Windows, you can always open up your layers just in case you never have them, or you can also hit F7. But of course, I have my layers. So right here is, as you see, I have 3 layers right now. But of course, the other 2 layers we won't see till later. So let's say that maybe I don't want to touch this nice, wonderful blue and orange flag. Well, there's this nifty thing on the layers which enables you to lock it. As you see, this layer, which has this flag on it, is locked. Even if I switch to it, I cannot touch anything inside of it. So here we have is a new layer. This new layer allows you, so let me just get out the Eclipse tool, allows you to open up a new layer, and then when I click on this, it's like, oh, I need to go grab that. I can just quickly drag over this area, but only get this one object. Excuse me. And of course, you can always delete your layer by just hitting this nice trash can. And of course, it will always pop up, do you want to delete this layer, just in case you were like, oops, my bad, I meant to say new layer. Another thing we can do is called a create a new subpage, and of course I can't do that right now because it's locked. But that creates little subpages. That way you can put individual little pieces on the same layer, have it all stick together as one when you just click on it. But then you can go directly into the subpage when you need it. Next we have is a make-release clip mask. Clip masking is a very important thing. It allows you, excuse me, my bad. It allows you to make text have pictures inside of them, boxes with pictures, random shape with pictures. It's interesting. And of course, we have the nifty little locate object. But of course, that's not important until you really need to start looking for layers when you have about 20 or so layers and you need to start looking for a certain object. So, now the other part of my Tech Tip Tuesday, of course, is excuse me, my phone rang off. Excuse me. So, next part is creating false objects. Now, you're saying, what is a false object? A false object, or a false shape, is something made out of negative space. It's something that says, oh, it's right there, you made it out of this color and out of these objects. Well, that might not necessarily be true. Excuse me. So let me open up my layer 2. Also, there's this nifty feature of toggle visibility. So if you don't want something shown, let's say you just want layer 1, which has your background, but you don't want all the other junk on top of it, and you're already working in that space, you can just hide the layer. So let's open up my layer 2, and as you see from my excuse me, that was my phone again. So for my layer 2, I have these nice black triangles. So what do we see here? Well, first off, we can see that there are nice little kind of diamond-shaped objects shown, and that's all nice and good and all. But as we can see from the other side here, from my right side, is that these nice black little diamonds were made out of 2 smaller triangles. This is using positive space and excuse me, and making this nice look to it. But of course, now you're looking and you see, wait a minute, I see some blue diamonds there as well. And most people will assume that this black is just the actual empty space, but the blue diamonds are what's actually filling the positive space. But as we can see from this layer, it's actually pulling a reverse. The blue is at the bottom, and the black is on top. That way, if no one is actually to look at your layers, they think, oh, you obviously used blue diamonds to make these black triangles and other black diamonds. And that's a nice little nifty trick, you know, get some people with it. Excuse me. So of course now we're opening up how this effect can be ruined. See, now the trick still here works. The white clearly is being layered on top of the orange, making the orange look like it's having a natural shaping. And that's fine and all. Excuse me. But as you see here, though, is that this orange and white isn't really creating a nice, kind of a nice overlay. Yes, it blends in well and nice all, but the shapes it's creating is nice as well, but it's not creating that good effect. Typically found that excuse me, that shapes who have darker shades need darker colors of black and gray to make them look nice. So we have this nice dark orange, but then we have this bright white, so now it's throwing it completely off. But what if I were to unlock this white layer, take all, excuse me, whew, that's unexpected. I didn't mean to grab that. Let me just fix that. Okay. So what if I were to grab this entire white? And what if I were to change it to black? As you see, the black does also not work for the orange as well. I typically found that certain colors actually do not mix typically with the grayscale, black, white, and gray. Such as oranges. Oranges, when you try putting on black or white to help create the illusion effect, will not look nice. They look awful. It's kind of rough. It's kind of a rough shading. So just to prove my point, let's try a lighter gray. With the lighter gray, yes, you now get this weird effect to it, but of course it's still this popping orange with this gray. The illusion is you're supposed to have shapes that contrast with each other. That's pretty much all I have for my Tech Tip Tuesday. It's a combined tech tip where I introduce layers because I know a lot of people don't like to use layers, and it's a very key function in graphic designing. And also effect layering and trick layering. So I would like to thank you all. Again, my name is Nathan Sherritt, and this was my Tech Tip Tuesday presentation. And all of you have a nice day.